Today on this channel we're going to be answering a question, and today the question comes from Austin. Austin asks, with a sourcing agent, can I get them to get me branded packaging also? Now to put a little bit of context here, branded packaging, sourcing agent, what does that mean? A sourcing agent in China is basically someone who can help you buy products in China. There are huge benefits to that, and make sure to subscribe here because tomorrow in the video I tell you all about that and go into depth. But just to give you kind of the overview, basically they save you a lot of money and they do all the work for you. So it's basically a no-brainer to do that. You should never source your own product in China. You should always have someone to do that for you. Now, obviously, I'm biased because I own a sourcing company in China, and if you wanna work with me, there are definitely ways to do that. You can find all of those in the description below. However, we're also speaking about freelancing sourcing agents. So you could find an agent. You go on Upwork. You interview a few people, and that's how you find a sourcing agent that can help you. Now, the question is, do they do branded packaging? And that's a thing basically for the private label world, right? So if you order a product in bulk and you want to have your own logo on it, you want to have changes on the color and that kind of stuff, the sourcing agent is the only option that I think you should consider. Because if you do it yourself, there's so much hassle in that. We have this so many times that even us in China, just because of the mentality, right? There's so many times you order a sample and say, okay, I'm gonna have the green sample with my logo on it. And then they make a green sample and it comes to you, but they forgot the logo. And I say, okay, I really need the logo on it. And then they do it, they put the logo on it, they send it to you, but now it's red. They say, no guys, I really need like green sample with logo. And then they do a green sample with the logo, it comes to you, and when you look at it, that logo is upside down. They're like, oh, come on, like I need the, specific, until finally you have the right sample. Now, if you are not in China to receive those, it takes forever to do that. So the whole progress of customizing products and doing something that hasn't been there before, and like you have so much issues with communication, you have so many issues with going back and forth with them, you have so many issues when it comes to packaging, to lead times for your samples. It takes so long to send your samples and it can get really expensive. So you should, I don't see another option but using a sourcing agent. All that said, it depends, okay? Because it depends on how many units are you ordering. Because you are not going to be able to get a sourcing agent to work for you on a commission, say you pay them 5%, if your order volume is $1,000. Because then they just made 50 bucks. Like even in China, we always, you might think, oh, Chinese labor is cheap. Good people aren't cheap in China. And you want to have a good agent because you want to have a reliable supplier. It's so much more expensive to have a cheap agent that gets you a shitty supplier than to have an agent that actually that you get what you pay for, but therefore you have a reliable supplier that you can trust to work with in long term. So you want to find an agent that can do all of those things for you. However, two restrictions or restraints. One restraint is how much of an order volume do you have. So you might end up paying the agent a $200, $300, $400, $500 fee anyway to handle all of this work, and it really depends on how much workload that produces. The second restraint you have is the order volume, because the factories or the supplier, they can only get you custom prints and custom packaging and custom stuff if you have a little bit of volume. If not, it just doesn't worth it for them to set up the machines. Like even if you say, oh, I'll pay for it, they don't care. Like it's not worth the trouble to go through that. So if you don't have 500 units, it's really tough to go about custom packaging and custom prints and that kind of stuff. Yes, to answer the question, sourcing agents in China, they can do it. And I believe that you need to have a sourcing agent to do that without losing all your hair, right? Because I kind of know what I talk about here. When I started out, I tried it without an agent and I had a horrible experience. But then since I had an agent, it just helped me in so many ways. Make sure that you subscribe and hit the little bell. And also, if you want to learn how to sell more products, how to be more profitable, how to avoid losing money on advertisement, there's a free web class below here that you can join. And in the web class, I teach you all my sourcing, selling secrets and e-commerce secrets that I learned over the last, man, it's been 5 years in e-commerce now. So make sure that you join the class, make sure that you register right now, watch the class. It just takes an hour of your time, but what you're going to learn is probably going to blow your mind. Okay, so make sure you sign up to that, subscribe to this channel, and if you have a question as well, just comment it below, say #HeyNiels, let me know what you want to know, and then I'll let you know what I know, if that makes sense. So I'll catch you tomorrow.